Ransomware is a threat to every organization, every size in every vertical across the globe. Welcome to my new video on ransomware protection with FlashRecover S powered by Cohesity. One of the most common attack vectors we see today is the destruction of backups, which makes it impossible to restore from a backup and makes it more likely that a ransom will be paid. Pure Storage and Cohesity have joined forces to protect your backup data from ransomware destruction. FlashRecover S, powered by Cohesity, offers differentiated, multi-layered, immutable protection for your backup data. FlashRecover, powered by Cohesity, is an integrated, modern, all-flash data protection solution for rapid recovery at scale. With storage innovation from Pure and modern backup software from Cohesity, the integrated FlashRecover S solution delivers simplicity, performance, true scale-out with a disaggregated storage and compute architecture. By providing ransomware protection, FlashRecover lets you focus less on managing backup and recovery systems and more on delivering results for your organization. Today, FlashRecover is found in Fortune 500 companies and in vertical industries like healthcare, financial services, state and local government, protecting petabytes of data. FlashRecover runs on the power of FlashBlade with performance that meets the most demanding recovery SLAs. That legacy air gap solutions cannot meet the recovery SLAs that customers need when a ransomware attack happens. What is a SafeMode snapshot in FlashBlade? SafeMode snapshots are designed to secure the backup data from ransomware attacks. FlashBlade SafeMode for file systems does two things. Enables the automatic creation of snapshot, and it also prevents the user from eradicating the snapshots from the system. If a malicious attack causes problem with the new backup data, there is a path of recovery from older, cleaner snapshot. FlashBlade protects backup data, metadata, and configuration data with read-only mode snapshots that cannot be eradicated. If the file backup data is compromised, you can recover the backup and configuration data from the read-only snapshots using a rollover snapshot feature. Here is an architecture overview. FlashRecover S powered by Cohesity can be deployed with just a few clicks. A brand new FlashRecover deployment creates FlashRecover file systems for data, metadata, and configuration data on the FlashBlade. And it comes with the ransomware protection feature enabled. An existing FlashRecover deployments require an upgrade to FlashRecover S, and after the cluster upgrades successfully, it will start to migrate the metadata and configuration data on the local node to the FlashRecover file systems created on FlashBlade. Once the migration is complete, you can perform the SafeMode snapshots on demand. Eventually, a 4-node FlashRecover cluster will create a total of 36 FlashRecover file systems on the FlashBlade. For detailed information of this integration, please refer to the white paper on ransomware protection with FlashRecover S. To successfully implement this solution, you need to install or upgrade the FlashRecover cluster with FlashRecover S software version to gain access to the snapshot feature. You need to contact to the Pure support team to enable the SafeMode on the FlashBlade. Performing the SafeMode snapshots. To create a useful and consistent SafeMode snapshot of the backup copies, metadata, and configuration data, it is important to coalesce the services on the Cohesity cluster. For now, a manual intervention is required to perform the SafeMode snapshot. This is a 8 nodes FlashRecover cluster where I will be performing the SafeMode snapshot and recovery test. Logging to the SSH console to one of the FlashRecover nodes using support user access, and to create the snapshot, issue the cluster create snapshot command. The cluster validates the create snapshot command and process it. The create snapshot operation stops the background cluster services and performs an internal backup of the local node data to the appropriate FlashBlade file system. The cluster will create the SafeMode snapshot on the FlashBlade automatically. During this process, the cluster services are shut off and hence the Iris CLI command line will be paused. A standalone snapshot helper tool is available to check on the status of the snapshot creation and probe for errors. Once the snapshot creation on the FlashBlade is successful, the cluster services will start again. Upon successful completion of the SafeMode snapshot creation process, an info alert is generated on the Cohesity alert section. This is how simple it is to protect your backup data in point-in-time SafeMode snapshots which can be recovered to the original file system in case of ransomware attacks. SafeMode recovery process. When faced with a ransomware attack or any other data loss events, SafeMode snapshot simplifies the restore process. SafeMode recovery can be executed in the following two scenarios. 1. Data recovery on an existing cluster, that is in case of accidental deletes or natural disaster. Second, in case of ransomware attack that compromises the cluster configuration and backup data and it needs full recovery of the cluster. First and foremost step is to contact the Pure Storage support and Cohesity support. When an attack is identified, the authorized administrator must contact Cohesity support and Pure support right away. Cohesity support will administer the recovery process on the Cohesity cluster, and Pure Storage support can change the retention on snapshot settings to ensure your data remains available during recovery and will assist in restoring the snapshot on FlashBlade. This is especially important if you need to recover from all the snapshot. SafeMode recovery on existing cluster. Identify the snapshot version that needs to be restored and work with Cohesity support to assist in restore process. The restore needs to be executed while logging to the SSH console on one of the nodes of the cluster. The Iris CLI cluster snapshot restore command initiates the snapshot recovery. This example shows the restore snapshot command executed on one of the test clusters on a previously created snapshot. The cluster validates the restore snapshot commands and starts the pre-restore operations on the cluster. It stops the cluster services and then waits for the snapshots to be restored on FlashBlade. During the restore process, the cluster services are stopped and the command line is paused. The standalone snapshot helper tool can be used to check the restore snapshot progress. After the status becomes waiting for the file system snapshot for restore on FlashBlade, the Pure Storage support rep will restore the snapshot of the affected FlashRecover file systems on FlashBlade. The restore snapshot operation monitors the file systems. Once it detects that all the file systems are restored from the specified version on FlashBlade, the operation will continue. That is, restoring the local node configuration data from the restored file systems and automatically restarting the cluster services. Once the operation completes, the user will receive a restore snapshot succeeded alert from the cluster. A complete disaster recovery. In order to perform a complete disaster recovery from SafeMode snapshots on a new cluster, you need to rebuild the original FlashRecover cluster with the same version with applicable patches and the hardware configuration on which the snapshots were performed. To rebuild the cluster, please reach out to the Cohesity support team. Record the cluster ID information for older cluster as this will be required to perform the recovery. After the Cohesity cluster is built, do not register the FlashBlade to the cluster. That is, do not perform the FlashRecover storage deployment. Identify which snapshot version needs to be restored to and work with the Cohesity support team to assist in the restore process. The Cohesity support team will need an access to one of the node's IPMI console to initiate the recovery process. The restore process is initiated using the Iris CLI cluster restore snapshot command, which requires the FlashBlade management IP address and the token ID. Once the cluster validates the restore command, it starts processing the restore operation on the cluster. That is, stopping the cluster services and waiting for the snapshots to be restored on the FlashBlade. During the restore process, the cluster services are stopped and the Iris CLI command line is paused. A snapshot helper tool can be used to check the restore snapshot progress. After the restore status becomes waiting for the file systems for restore, the Pure Storage support rep restores the snapshot of the affected file system on FlashBlade. The restore snapshot operation monitors the file systems, and once it detects that all the file systems are restored, the operation will continue. That is, restoring the node local data from the restored file systems on the FlashBlade, and then automatically restarting the cluster services. This is how you can successfully recover the cluster backup data from point-in-time clean SafeMode snapshots. To conclude this demonstration, I would like to highlight a few key business values of implementing FlashRecover as a backup solution for data protection needs. A FlashRecover cluster can be deployed under 30 minutes. You can achieve a linear scale in performance going from 4 nodes to 8 nodes and to 12 nodes. FlashRecover is easy to set up, manage, and upgrade. A full recovery of the cluster and data in case of ransomware attack can take just a few minutes. Thanks for watching this video.